Good morning. You're looking at a live shot of Mount Pleasant, from Mount Pleasant, I should say. Doesn't that look stunning in Christchurch this morning, 12 minutes away from 8 o'clock?
Right, the owner of the Miss Universe pageant has filed for bankruptcy, citing liquidity problems, but the event is still going ahead in a week's time in El Salvador. But international beauty pageants are still going strong elsewhere. Earlier this year, Christchurch's Georgia Waddington was crowned Miss New Zealand. That earned her a place at the Miss International Beauty pageant in Japan, where she's just returned home with one of the coveted prizes. But what do beauty pageants look like in 2023? Well, to tell us all about it, Miss New Zealand Georgia Waddington joins us. Good morning.
Morena, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming, and your prize. Tell us about it.
So this was one of the special awards over at Miss International. So the meaning of it was Miss Photogenic, and it meant that I had the most endearing photos throughout the pageant period. So we did a lot of photo shoots over there, so it was very special.
Had you done anything like this before you entered Miss New Zealand?
Never, no. Miss New Zealand was my first ever pageant, so it was an experience.
And what has the experience been like? Would you recommend it?
Absolutely. It's been a journey of self-development. I've gained so much confidence. It really pushes you outside of your comfort zone, even like being here today. So I was the type of girl in school that would never put her hand up to do a speech, and now I'm speaking to thousands of students at schools, speaking on the news. So it's been a journey.
You must have been fairly confident to enter in the first place though, right? What made you want to do it?
Yeah, so I got tagged in a comment when they were looking for contestants. It was something I'd never really considered before, although I had a very lengthy phone call with the director of Miss New Zealand and sort of talked to her about her journey and what she had experienced doing pageants, and it just inspired me to do it myself.
Georgia, it's interesting because how old are you?
I'm 22.
So for your generation, I suppose the new pageant is social media. I mean, at least that's how it looks from the outside. Is that a fair thing to say, that maybe you looked at them as maybe a bit more old-fashioned?
I guess so, yeah. Well, with Miss New Zealand, it was all score-based, so 80% of the score was charity. So I worked alongside I Am Hope for mental health and Brave New Zealand to prevent sexual harm. So it was really special to be able to have a platform to support those charities.
So 80% of the final vote was from charity work?
Correct,
And
yeah.
what was the other 20? What made up that?
There was actually a lot. So we had all of our walking, so we had a closed door preliminary evaluation, so we had interview, charity got involved in that, and also our walks. So we didn't have swimwear on the final night, that was just to do with fitness.
So no swimming. What about evening gowns? Are they still doing that?
Yes, we still have evening gowns, so it's very nice to get all glammed up.
What is the competition like between you all, though, in terms of a beauty standard? Do you know what I mean? Like, what kinds of things are you all doing to maintain what the judges want, I guess?
Yeah, well, I guess with Miss New Zealand, it was really just that charity. So that was what we were all working towards. It was a 6-month long period before the final voting. So that charity was definitely the biggest push. We did environmental action and lots of other things just to, you know, do good, which was really special.
I understand over at Miss International you made friends with your roommate, but there was a night where it could have got awkward.
Yes. A bit of roommate rivalry with the rugby.
Yeah, you were rooming with Miss South Africa.
I was.
On the night of the Rugby World Cup.
No, we actually had left at that point.
Oh, that might be good.
Each other, though.
What would you say to young women now about beauty pageants and whether there is a place for them?
Absolutely. I think that anyone should join and experience it. It honestly is just a journey of self-development. You learn so much about yourself. You push your comfort zones and you gain confidence, make friends. It's an amazing experience.
Well, congratulations. You've done very well, Miss Photogenic, at Miss World in Japan.
Thank you very much.
Love your earrings as well, by the way. Very sparkly.
Yes.
Very cool. Thank you for coming on our show. It's been great to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is current Miss New Zealand, Georgia Waddington, at 7 away from 8.